Hi everyone, welcome to Mala's Verse. Welcome if you're new here, welcome if you have been here before. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Today's reading is going to be a message of compassion for you, and it's inspired from the energy of Kuan Yin. She has such a wonderful her energy of unconditional love is so profound for me that it almost makes me cry. It's absolutely beautiful, so purifying, and so calming in nature. So I thought this would be a good time to, tap into that energy, show more compassion towards ourselves, and see what Kuan Yin would say to you if she could relay a message to you or to us, right? So we have three piles to choose from. The first pile is Dance of the Butterfly Queen with number 5. The second pile is Sisters of the Sun Rising with the number 28. And then we have Turquoise Lotus Mother with number 42 as pile number 3. So take a few deep breaths here with me, breathing out through your mouth. And see which pile you are drawn to with your awareness. You are more than welcome to choose one or more piles. And I'll see you in your reading. Bye bye. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose the Dance of the Butterfly Queen, this is your reading with the number 5. We have your cards out here. We have the 5 of Cups, the Hangman, the Hermit, and the 6 of Swords. And we have the bottom deck energy as 9 of Pentacles. So, with the Five of Cups, I do perceive that you guys have been going through a major transformational, especially emotionally. It also seems like this is something around family for sure, could be related to your father's side. This could, gear towards or show whatever issues might be happening in your family line, or there must be ancestral patterns coming up or things related to ancestry, to family. And I am definitely getting more of your father's side and a lot of chaos there, or there could be some rifts or fights happening that has rendered you quite sad and depressed at this point in time. It might be affecting sorry it might be affecting your career as well. I am also getting that maybe you were pursuing, or you had started pursuing, and it's not that you have stopped, but you started pursuing something that you really liked and wanted to be known for as work. I mean, work wise. And there was probably not a lot of support from the family side, or in general there is a certain image you wanted to create about yourself, or a certain image you wanted to create about your family as well. And it was not coming from a place of malice or anything at all. Definitely, it definitely feeds more a genuine contribution you wanted to be for the family, and especially in terms of material wealth. But the way you might have been doing it, or the way might have been fine, but still there was not a lot of support that has been coming from your family side. And definitely there's more inclination here towards your father's side compared to your mom. Could be your mother's side as well. And what you are being guided to do right now is actually introspect a lot with the hangman here, and definitely change your perspective. There is a deep cleanse of your emotional body that is required, and this is actually happening, not just required, but all of this chaos, this major shift that is occurring in your family or in your life is definitely contributing to that cleanse that has to happen in your emotional body, because it's this cleanse is going to make you secure in who you are. And it's like a footing that will not be damaged by anything external, because this is very grounded and very your energy, your foundation, not validated or not constituting of other elements, of external elements. And this is with, when I mean elements, this could be points of view, belief systems, or just approval from your family members in general. So it's not going to uh, contain all of that. It's going to be purely your energy. So this is like a bittersweet, to be fair, I mean, to be honest, that's the kind of energy I'm getting. More than bittersweet, right now you might be tasting the bitter part more. You could be feeling very hopeless right now, to be honest, with the Five of Cups here. Like there is no way out. You are not able to see what possibilities are there, because there's a lot of hurt surfacing from what all went wrong or did not go as expected. That is where is this difference of perspective is required, especially um, this is like you are being guided to increase, not just increases, yeah, like increase your focus and maybe shift your focus towards the abundance that is within you. And this is more like, this is not even, I'm not talking about prosperity, but the abundance of love, the abundance of care, the abundance of ease, space, and providing a safe space for others. Now it's about you focusing that energy towards yourself and multiplying that energy within your emotional body, within you, changing your perspective about seeking some sort of support with your from your family. And I totally get it, we all seek that support, and there's nothing wrong with it. But this is especially connected to how you come off materially, and that is why there is a strong indication about changing the dynamics of where that support comes from, which is basically that support should come from within you, not from someone else. Anyone else's like, as I've seen in an Instagram reel, is an extra like. What is already there, what you admire about yourself, is the grounding support system that you need to create. Because even if you are doing this, pile number one, I just definitely feel that the changes that are happening, there's a strong clearing of those roots that have rotten and are not supporting you anymore. So this could be how you perceived someone to be in your family, and your perspective is shifting around them. And this is not to create, it actually is pointing towards the fact that you should not be having resentment towards this person, this situation, because the indication or the bitterness, the pain that's coming in, is to move your focus, point of focus of support from someone else to you. How do you support yourself? How do you create abundance within yourself? You do it for everyone else quite easily, to be honest. That's what I perceive, but you're not able to do that for yourself to the extent that's going to that is going to change your life or shift your life entirely, and in fact make it much easier. With the hangman here, I definitely feel like there's a spiritual sort of cleanse happening, and we do have the death card also at the bottom of the deck. Definitely a lot of water energy, so mostly indicating towards a cleanse in the emotional body. And the hermit is representing where you can find the support, which is just reiterating the message that the support has to come from within. I don't perceive that you require a mentor or someone else to guide you right now. This is more about going into your inner world and looking at what is this bright, shiny star within you, that whole ball of fire of wisdom within you that you've caged, and you are not looking at. You're just looking at what has gone wrong, rather than looking at the wisdom you've gained and the inherent wisdom within you, which could help you navigate your life moving forward with much more ease. The support that you're seeking right now is not out there, it is within you. And Six of Swords is the way the support will play out, which to me indicates that there is a chance of you shifting your place of residence, you shifting your place you call home. That could be one of them, or it could simply mean that you're traveling to some other place. It could also indicate, it is also giving me the energy of, you are probably going to travel for further education overseas, or could be to a place that has more water around, because emotional cleansing, or the cleansing of emotional body, happens with much more harmony, I would say, when you are around a water body. Water is definitely an element that is great for cleansing your system. What you need to realize is that the validation, the support, the softness, the soft landing that you might be wanting to have with your family or with people around you, it's not out there, my friend. It is well within you, and you have more than the capacity to hold space for yourself and for your dreams. So do not underestimate that for a second. You have the capacity to reach here, and all of this grapevine, all of this abundance that you create is going to be your own. It's going to be a recognition, or like a point of reference for who you are, and not from a place of wanting to protect everyone within your family. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it, but this is more like you recognizing your worth is automatically going to create that protection, that energy of whatever image you were wanting to create, with the wealth that you were wanting to create for yourself. It's going to create that image, not by other people's approval, not by your family's approval, but by you stepping into the potency, the success you already are within yourself, the abundance of success that you have within yourself. Now, I'm going to pull some cards from this very short deck I created. So these could be like prompts or messages that could, get your mind running. And then we'll read from the guidebook as to what is a message that Kuan Yin would give to you. So let's see what's coming from this card, or these set of cards for you as a prompt, or wow, or as a guidance. Let's see. Okay, so we keep all of these. No, the first one. Yep. And I do want a few more. Wow. See, this one. And we don't require any more. So I'm just looking at what is there at the end of the deck, or the bottom of the deck. It is energy work or healing. You can listen to frequency music or frequency music meditation. So oh, we have keep it under wraps for now, incubate. So yeah, work on, like I said, the validation also that you're seeking is not out there. The guidance right now is to whatever you're working on, it requires your energy, your focus more than anything else. And definitely the hermit also, keep it under wraps. Keep it, very superficial for people you want to even share with, even if it's people you trust, because this, it's not about not trusting them, it's more so about you believing in that idea of yours, or in that project of yours first and foremost, and like completely believing it, like you would know this, like the sun will rise tomorrow, right? So that kind of knowing, when that starts gets wow, when that starts getting instituted within you, maybe that is the time you share with people you trust. So even before that, I would say, like, keep it under wraps, whatever you're working on, because that's going to help you have more ease with creating confidence and belief within yourself that is not going to be shaken by anything. And yeah, you did not give up, you are a warrior. So like I said, this doesn't feel like an energy where you have to stop pursuing what you want to pursue. This is definitely a go get out there and do that, but keep it under wraps. You are a warrior. You got this, my friend. So, and the last one is now the time. So is now the time for you to take action, for you to change, for you to be silent, doing it. We do have that repetitive message of keeping it under wraps. So what does the energy say? What is it, your awareness saying? It might be uncomfortable, but it might be relaxing to your nervous system too. For your body also, it's going to feel relaxing even if it is uncomfortable in your mind space. So what does that say? Like, is now the time to actually take action, or is it the time to change your perspective, to work in silence, right? Think about that. Now I'm going to read read this card from the guidebook. So give me a moment, please. Dance of the Butterfly Queen. Kuan Yin encourages you to be ready to receive her grace and choose to let go of striving and instead to turn to your heart, calling out to unconditional divine love and beyond Kuan Yin to dance her grace, and beloved Kuan Yin to dance her grace through life. Butterfly Queen urges you now to let the heaviness of the situation go. Allow your heart to become light as air, as though her butterfly dance was tickling your heart so lightly now. Her grace is reaching to you now, beloved. Whatever has been troubling you or whatever has been inspiring you, allow grace. So probably that is the reason why I was getting the word grace when we were talking about the water element and your emotions. Then switched the word with harmony. But yeah, whatever has been troubling you or whatever has been inspiring you, allow grace to infuse the situation or dream so that it may unfold with divine perfection. Allow the butterfly queen to dance. She will bring healing and grace to your life situation now, beloved one, with lightness of step and grace in her heart. So I don't want to read the entire healing dance of the butterfly queen. You may take the screenshot if you would like. But I was definitely being drawn to the second paragraph, and it says, imagine now that your life with all its various components and people is like a scene in nature. Imagine the energy just flowing without restraint. Imagine as you let go of the effort and struggle to get things the way you want them, they're suddenly able to flow and change, to grow as they're meant to grow naturally according to the divine plan and grace that fills our universe. So, pile number one, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I hope that this reading was helpful in some way, shape, or form. And do share your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye. Hi, pile number two. If you choose the Sisters or the Sun Rising card with the number 28, this is your reading. Many of you could be around the age of 28, or you could be nearing your Saturn return. We do have the Justice card here also with the Libra energy, and Libra and Saturn are good friends, is what I know. So with Page of Cups, so we have your cards laid down here. We have the Page of Cups, Nine of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the 10. Oh, not the 10, the Wheel of Fortune. With the Page of Cups, I do perceive that there is, and we have Sisters of the Sun Rising. So this is giving me the energy that there might be turbulence in your social circle, in your friend circle. That could be an area of a problem for you right now, or something you are struggling with, you are working with. And with the Page of Cups, what I'm receiving is that it's like your friends might be offering, or your current social circle might be offering or inviting you to things, but you are creating boundaries, or you are like recovering from people pleasing, or getting out of that mindset and standing your ground, which has been extremely taxing for you, especially mentally, because with people where it's easier for you to not people please, probably it's not that exhausting, but I feel like you might be experiencing anxiety or overwhelm, especially when you go to sleep at night. When you are drawing boundaries with friends you really consider close, also drawing these boundaries might have shown you, you know, the real faces of some of the people you consider really close. That could be one scenario. So that could be also exhausting you mentally, like how could, you know, they break your trust and those kind of thoughts. On the other end, I'm definitely getting like they should be supporting you and should have been the people you could trust in and would have been your biggest supporters, you know, that. So that idea that it's like a mirage that's breaking and you're waking up to reality, you're waking up to truth. Other than that, I'm also receiving that, you know, drawing boundaries with people you care for, but you know it is required, you know it's essential for you and for the nourishment of the connection, also the connection to be ever growing and not suffocating for either of you in the longer run. So creating boundaries there has been a tough task, and that's probably something that has been eating away at you at night, and you're not able to go to sleep or have a restful sleep. You might be even having nightmares around these situations of, you know, maybe connections collapsing, ending, something like that. Please take a few deep breaths here. Pile number two. I feel a lot of exhaustion, and please know that when you're doing it with awareness, when you're doing it for your growth, you are not wrong. You are not a culprit here. Please recognize that and get out of that mindset wherever you're feeling that you are extremely bad or wrong for doing this. Hmm. So, what you can do is what I'm receiving is that doing a lot of self love affirmations more than self confidence, more on the lines of you are deserving of love innately, and doing it especially before you go to bed and as soon as you wake up, like when you're sitting on your bed like this. Just affirm, reaffirm those affirmations to you, and when you're going to sleep then also listen to these affirmations, especially about deserving love, deserving kindness, deserving fair treatment even. And with the fairness card also coming up here with the justice here. So and before sleeping you can even visualize um, having connections that are nourishing, fulfilling, having that connection with the existing people too. So because whenever whoever is aligned will definitely say stay, and who is not at that frequency will, you know, either fall off of your frequency or, you know, eventually they will drift away. So visualize more of what you would like to have, and visualize more, and definitely reaffirm many times throughout the day uh, affirmations that are about self-love. Reaffirm the knowing that you are deserving of love, of care, of nurturing, nourishing relationships, of sisterhood, if that's what you're looking for. And what is going to support you right now is, interestingly enough, your workspace pile number, workspace or workplace pile number two. Work is going to help you a lot. Maybe some of you work in this area, basically, you know, self development or psychology, or you know, anything related to mindset as well, and you know, educating yourself about it, which could be a part of your work also, will be very helpful at this point in time. You will find a lot of support coming from that aspect. This is, and also definitely support from working on your own, you know, being determined and firm on creating those healthy, useful, nourishing boundaries. That's going to be helpful. And in general also, if you're not that in that field, work is going to be very helpful and very supporting as an environment for you, or it's going to create a supportive environment for you, especially mentally, to drive that energy away, that anxiety away from you. Apart from, like I said, that affirmation, visualization, that is very important here, because a lot of mental plane stuff is required for you to do at this point in time, and physically working on things is going to help you calm your nerves as well during the day. And this with the wheel of fortune here, it's completely going to change the ball game altogether for you. You are going to step into more of a destined period in your in your of your life moving forward. And it's going to have its own ups and downs, but what I do receive is that you've gained so much wisdom. You're well versed with how to deal with situations that would come up, and you will be very much confident, especially in expressing yourself, expressing what you have learned, expressing what you've learned about yourself, and especially in connections. And you might even make friends with people from all sorts of, all walks of life, as they say, and from different places, from different countries, from of different age groups. Even you may even make more friends in the animal kingdom as well. That's also something that I'm receiving. But definitely there's going to be more ease in your emotional body, more ease in expressing your emotions, more ease in registering your emotions without being affected by the ever crippling thought, what would they think if I experience this emotion, or if I express this thing. So moving out of that mindset is going to definitely happen, but you have to do this visualization, this affirmation that's coming up strongly, essentially whatever works for you to shift your mindset from this scenario, especially where you think you are doing something wrong. You have to move away from that. So visualization, words of affirmation, even writing them down, especially before going to bed and as soon as you wake up, is going to be extremely helpful. And during the day, work is going to be very, very helpful in shifting your focus. And it's going to, even I perceive that these boundaries, which may be difficult for you to create within personal connections, you might find yourself creating that with much more ease in your professional connections. That's again honing your skills, right? You're training yourself to create those boundaries, create that confidence within yourself, where you do want to say yes and where you do want to say no. That clarity is going to come in more and more in the workspace. So I'm going to pull a few cards from this deck that I created. So they might be prompts or some guidance, whatever is coming through. And at the end, we are going to read about this card, which is a message that Kuan Yin would give you from the guidebook. So what's an extra message for pile number 2? We have okay, and we are not going to take this one, but we are going to take this one. Okay. You woke up, you showed up, you are doing great. Appreciate yourself, pile number 1. Sorry, pile number 2. You may have some messages from pile number 1. If you are drawn to, please do go check that out. And wow, this did come up for pile number 1 as well. You did not give up. You are a warrior. So congratulate yourself, pile number 2, for standing firm on your boundaries and standing your ground. It's not a small thing. And we have create your reality, generate your thoughts. What is going to generate greater for you, generate more ease, more compassion for yourself, more kindness for yourself. Think those thoughts more, repeat them to yourself, maybe record it and listen to it time and again throughout the day, right? Let it become a part of your subconscious mind. And we have the game you enjoyed as a child. What was it? How did it make you feel? So with the Page of Cups also, it does give me an energy of inner child, or the childlike energy. So maybe diving into that energy of your childhood creativity, or whatever games you played as a child, that could be of help right now, especially to move out of this loop in your head about where you are making yourself wrong for standing your ground, especially with loved ones, especially with friends. So what, maybe diving into those games, playing those games, is going to help you feel more supported as well. And that does make sense with the Eight of Pentacles also. Maybe it's a game you used to play a lot as a child, and you may have you may need to refresh or brush up your skills, and brushing up those skills will also help you calm your nerves, right? You're focusing on the game more compared to this chaos of unhealthy negative thoughts in your head. Well, chaos is a gateway of creation also, so that chaos is going to inspire you more to focus in this physical reality. And probably that good game is going to be more it may have more healing effects than you might give it credit for. So definitely look into something that you did enjoy as a child. It could help you move through this phase with much more ease, and could even make you, basically land you up in places where you will find people that you connect with even more. So I'm going to read The Sister of the Sun Rising from the guidebook. The power of collaboration, choosing to work with others in joint projects, allows for synergy to occur where you can grow stronger and become more than the sum of your individual parts, calling in great cosmic assistance and potency. You are guided to remain open to the two other souls joining forces with you, just like the sisters of the sun rising that bring great energy to help humanity through their group endeavors. When you allow for aligned group effort, much that is wonderful can occur. It is an important part of the spiritual journey to learn who you are and how you work, and often solitary work is a helpful way to do this. Yet, there are times when you are strong enough to work with others without losing yourself or your unique approach to creative endeavors. Collaboration is suggested for you now to allow you to expand your horizons, to meet more people, share your light, and have more fun. So, this is again, giving me this energy of work being supportive for you, or supportive environment. So maybe work opportunities could show up, or you could take up opportunities where you get to collaborate with newer people. And you could, if it's not work but work, it could be subjects you're interested in, so collaborating with others on those subjects. Maybe your daytime job is something else, but you like certain things. Maybe you like pottery, so you join an online class. I don't know, I don't think there's an online class, but maybe an online class that's probably fundamental in nature, so just basics. Or you join a class near your town, in your city, and you meet new people and you collaborate with them, right? You are doing a teamwork. Maybe you come together and create an art piece of your own with these people. So extracurricular activities like that. So that was again, and this is again connecting to your interests as a child. Or if you like teaching, maybe you join a Reddit group. I don't know why Reddit is coming up, but any online platform where you can share your thoughts and find people in that field as well and connect with them. Collaboration is going to help you. Okay, so if you pull this card with sisters, okay, we didn't pull that card. But there is special encouragement to collaborate with others in a group situation, or to collaborate on projects involving groups of people. Yeah, you will receive spiritual support in these endeavors. It also indicates that in any relationship you have right now, there is healing taking place. And if you look for the win win solution, no matter how tricky it might seem to find that wisdom at first, it is there to be found. You will have successfully collaborated as souls finding healing. Well done. So the healing in those connections that are meant to move forward is definitely going to happen, so you need not worry yourself with that. Pile number 2, I hope that, so yeah, that's all that I have for you. I hope that that was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose the turquoise lotus mother, this is your reading. We are going to look at this card later on, and these are the cards that have come up for you. So we have the Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the Empress. Right off the bat, number 3 seems to be a very significant number here. So you might have had an interesting year this year, or there could have been a lot of changes. Other than that, you might be born in the month of March. You may have your life path number as number 3, or you could be born on the dates 3, 12, or 21. Moving beyond that, or Gemini could be a strong influence for you. Gemini, Zodiac, or Libra and Taurus as well. And yeah, so moving on to your reading, we have Three of Wands as a card that's representing what may be an area of frustration or struggle right now, which gives me the idea with the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck that this seems like career based and more inclined towards entrepreneurs, but it could apply to people who have a 9 to 5 as well, or your career in general, like who someone who's pursuing a degree as well. So with Three of Wands, I do perceive that you may not be receiving the results at the speed that you want to, that you have invested a lot, but the return on investment has been low. That is a struggle that you might have been going through. And seems like you've been patient for quite a while, and that's why you are a little frustrated. Little might be an understatement. You might be a lot frustrated, and also probably there could be tinge of doubt in your energy field, because it feels like you might feel like you are on a racetrack, or you are competing with others, and that's also just fueling this idea of doubt within you, because you're not seeing results come as fast for you as your competitors or as your colleagues, or right, I mean people in the same industry as you, or your workplace. But what you're being asked to do is asked to do right now. For that, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and I perceive that we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. So what you're doing, this word is coming time and again, what you're doing, pile number 3 is very grand, it's very big, right? It is big in the sense that it might be a big project too, but this change, this business, if it's a business that you're creating, is something that's going to last for a really long time, could even contribute majorly to generational wealth as well. So you need to remind yourself of that idea that you have, of that world you want to create, which is nourishing, nurturing, opulent, and abundant in nature, that it's going to take time. You have to summit a lot of mountains to reach where you want to create what you want to. So have that patience with yourself, have that ease in your mind, that let it take whatever time it requires. When you plant a seed, you cannot expect it to grow into a full-fledged tree the next day. It has to take some time to suck, not suck in, but to absorb the nutrients. And there's going to be wilting where the wilting is required, there's going to be growth where growth is required. So you've got to let that seed have its time to germinate, to flower into a flower or a plant, and keep growing. So you need to give yourself that time too. Yes, you have been quite patient, there's no denial in that, but what you are doing is also extremely foundationally different from probably even the people in your family and in your legacy. Or maybe if you are carrying on a legacy business or family business, you are bringing in changes which your family may not have executed before, and for that to actualize, to come to fruition, it's going to take some time. So you have to be relaxed with this idea that let it take whatever time it takes. And meanwhile, I'm also getting that maybe doing basically contributing to society in other ways if you can. So this could mean donations, or uplifting others if you are in that position. That's also going to help you ease your energy a lot. Other thing that's coming through is definitely decorating, and maybe revamping your home in whatever way possible, if it is possible for you. You know your situation the best, but that's going to shift the energy a lot. Maybe you just shift the furniture, you just paint a certain wall, you bring in some new fun furniture, or wall decor, something. But definitely that's going to shift the energy as well regarding the impatience and the irritability that might be coming in from this situation. What's going to help you is also, or what where you will find support is actually the spiritual realm, is what I'm getting. Spiritual texts, meditating, specifically meditating and connecting with your guides is going to be very, very helpful for this pile. You may receive downloads, or you may just receive awarenesses in different ways. So I also was getting like some of you might like to sky gaze or cloud gaze, and that also in itself is very meditative. So that activity too could help you have more, down could help you receive downloads from your spirit team, or from spirit or source themselves, or the universe, whoever you believe in, as to what step to take next. Or even it could be just a message of encouragement that you may require to keep moving forward in this direction, because your direction is not incorrect. It's just that it's going to take time, and you have to be okay with it. It's very Saturnian energy. And with the Empress here, definitely this, um the I feel like the support that you would receive from your spiritual spirit team, and just diving into spirituality more, is going to make you feel more relaxed. And even it's probably going to give you this, or shift your perspective to the idea that how much you have changed and how much you already have. So you may be thinking that you are just giving out, but you will start recognizing how much you have been receiving, how much you have been blessed. And you're going to sit in your seat, or in your on your throne, relaxed, knowing that things are going to actualize, this plan is going to actualize, because there is no other way, there's no two ways about it. That's the energy you're going to come into. The more you practice these spiritual practices, or just connect with your spirit team more, it's going to relax your body a lot as well. Maybe you will dive more into beauty regimens, but like, what I'm wanting to say is that not just dive into it for the sake of it. It might become a strong part of your day to day. And the Queen of Pentacles is definitely connecting to the Empress here, and that's why I'm getting like decorating your home. So a lot of Venus energy is going to help you a lot at this time. It's going to create that frequency of receiving opulence, of receiving material wealth, of receiving the results that is going to the results that are going to actually encourage you to, and also create a more nourishing, abundant environment around you. So pile number 3, I'm going to pull some cards from this deck that I created. These could be prompts or just guidance or anything that comes through. And then we're going to read this card from the guidebook. As to a message that if Kuan Yin would give you, what would that message be? We're going to read that from the guidebook. So let's see what is coming through from this deck for you. Okay, maybe I'll have to pull out cards because they're sticking together. We have, yeah, this one fits well. And what else? We're taking this one. Okay. So we do have energy work or healing frequency music. So that's meditation music basically. You may find a lot of meditation frequency music on Meditative Mind. That's one of my go-to channels. There are plenty here on YouTube. And this one is wow, there are two cards guiding you towards this clarity. Probably that's why you need to connect with your spirit guides and meditate more, because it's going to, right now your awareness or your intuition might be clouded with things not actualizing or are happening the way you want to. So we have intuition. Is it intuition? Is it your awareness? Is it intuition, or is it emotional overwhelm that's making you feel this way? Or is it judgment, or is it awareness? Again, similar energy. And create your reality, generative thoughts. Affirmations will be very helpful for you, pile number three, as of now. And are you judging the fact that you started this business or you're taking this step because the card is and basically the message that's coming through it is that, is it judgment, is it because of emotional overwhelm, or is it truly your awareness that's telling you you shouldn't be doing this or you're on the wrong path? What feels lighter? Are you judging the fact that it hasn't actualized at the pace that it's actualizing for others? But are you even creating what others are creating, or are you creating something totally different, something that's going to last longer? So ask yourself about all these negative thoughts that might be arising within you, all the doubts coming within you. Is it in even awareness, or is it just fear, or emotional overwhelm from experiences you've had in the past? Because you're creating something very different here. Like I said, very grand. Also, the grand energy, the word grand is coming up time and again. And create your reality, generative thoughts. Definitely doing a lot of affirmations around self-confidence, around trusting yourself, trusting your choices, trusting that you have your back. Generative thoughts. What kind of thoughts are you thinking? Are they creating, or are they generating more consciousness, more awareness, more clarity, more joy within you? Or are they almost killing your soul, or your soul to do this work? What is happening within you? So think more generative thoughts, have more quiet time, pile number three. I wanted to split the deck. For some reason, we have Knight of Swords. So yeah, clearing up crap in your mental space is very important. I feel like that's like an urgent message, and a message that's going to truly change your reality. Relaxing and diving more into the Venusian energy of decorating, having that aesthetic which you really like to have, which probably is something you visualize as a result of what would happen when you achieve this and this. So start creating that in whatever shape or form you can at this point in time. And of course, uplifting others, monetarily helping anyone else, or financially helping someone else, if you are in the space to do that, that's going to also neutralize or calm your energy a lot. Now I'm going to read for the turquoise lotus mother from the guidebook. Just give me a moment. Allow yourself to be lifted out of your struggle, beloved one. An old pattern is finally in its death throes. Something that weighed heavily on you from your past. This can be one of the most testing times to allow something to go, just when it seems to be so demanding of your time, focus, and attention. Yet, do not doubt you have actually learned the lessons it required of you, and now you're being blessed with an opportunity to receive karmic healing. There are some lessons in our process of spiritual growth that cut right to the core of our being, that challenge us so deeply that even as we learn the lessons and practice the wisdom, we can still struggle to outgrow the grip of the pattern. So, this could be talking about the self doubts that is creeping in, pile number three. No matter how hard we try, we might not feel that we are ever going to be able to completely release a challenge. And no matter how much we grow, there is still a thread of the past that hangs on. We need a spiritual rescue remedy if we are ever to be free of the clutches of this persistent pain. And that's why you are going to like this message for uh, the fact, not the fact, this message that you will find a lot of support in the spiritual realm is very strong here. We do have a major arcana. So, the compassionate and spiritually powerful nature of Ma Kuan Yin as the turquoise Lotus Mother seeks to bless you with karmic healing so that you may be lifted from your struggles and you can simply leave them behind you now. Your soul has learned what it needed from the situation, and it has asked for a divine hand up so that it might continue on its divine path of growth without unnecessary karmic weight pulling it down. So this oracle, okay, let me just read this. This oracle also indicates that if you have been working with crystals, turquoise in particular, to continue to do as it is empowering for you, and it's helping you to heal, whether you are completely conscious of this as yet or not. Be open as you can be to guidance to allow the divine karmic healing of turquoise lotus mother to reach you. Her turquoise nature cleanses and protects your energy field, and her lotus heart shines through to your own heart, bringing you peace. The divine mother within her simply wishes to nurture you into greater spiritual freedom. So I'm not going to read the turquoise lotus mother heals paragraph. It's like a ritual. You may take a screenshot if you would like. Okay. I am also being inspired to read one more paragraph. Listen to your guidance now. Notice if you feel inspired to visit a healer. Listen repeatedly to particular healing music. We do have healing music right here. uh, Go to a class or meditate at home at a particular time or just more often. These are attempts by the Divine Mother to reach you through available channels. Divine blessings of karmic healing can flow from spiritual world directly to your soul, but oftentimes they are more effective when coming through a human channel of a high vibrational level directly into your energy field on the physical plane. So maybe like these spiritual practices, the support that you might receive in the spiritual practices could indicate going to an energy healer as well. Pile number three. So yeah, pile number three, that is all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. And do share your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye.